Hello, I'm Rachel with Gioia Mia Studio in Rome, Italy, and today I'm going to take you on a tour of my two sewing machines. This tour goes along with a blog post that is linked down below. The blog post is really comprehensive and will give you a lot of information about different sewing machines, and hopefully it will help you if you're in the market for a new machine, whether you're a first-time buyer or you're looking to upgrade. So my machines are not computerized. That means that there is not a small computer or computer chip inside of my machine, not at all. And there's not a little screen either. So they're just strictly mechanical parts, and I tell the machine what to do by rotating the knob. This machine is semi-industrial, and this machine is just your basic home sewing machine. The biggest difference is the motor that's inside, the speed, the ability of my two machines. So this one is definitely stronger. I can ask a whole lot more of it. And this guy is great, and it served me well when I was 12 years old. It was my gift, and a gift to me for my birthday, and it really served its purpose, and it still works. I still use it. I just can't ask that much of it. At some point I had to upgrade because I was using the machine so frequently. At some point you have to upgrade to something else that can do the long haul for you, and that's what I have here with my Juki. Let's look at an example of how to tell the machine what it is you want to do when it's manual. So each stitch is labeled with a letter, and there are numbers underneath each stitch. Let's look at the zigzag stitch, letter B. It has a number of 1 to 3 underneath, and that's for my stitch length. So I'm gonna go here, and then for this example, I'm choosing number 2. I'm going to rotate the dial to B, and this now will give me the zigzag stitch. Pretty simple. Let's look at some other features. A reverse button, and there's also the on-off switch, pretty standard. This dial lifts the needle up and down. You can see this here. And this is a little storage unit. Most machines come with something underneath or with it in some capacity. I have all my bobbins here and my presser feet, nice and handy. This is an open arm machine, great for garment making, so I can put a sleeve on there. Here's the table that comes with this particular machine, and just slides on and provides extra support for whatever fabric I might be using. Standard presser foot, obviously use your feet, but I'm just showing you what it does. Here is the Juki semi-industrial. It's much bigger, longer, and it has less dials also because it only does the straight stitch. Normally it's set between 2 and 3. That seems to be my go-to number. I have a button on the front to cut the thread, and a button to move the needle up and down, and a reverse handle or lever. And this, my dog feed, drops them or lifts them up. I love my leg lift. It's, for me, I can't do without it anymore. Love it. It lifts the foot up and down for when my hands are really busy. The black button is for go. The red button is to cut my thread. Also great when my hands are busy. This is the extension table. Something great about the extension table is it has a small door that opens. That way I can access the bobbin without removing the entire table. There's the bobbin, a little dirty, excuse me. I've been working. The Juki also has a storage feature. I can, when I put everything away, put the leg lift, it just clicks into place, and the feet are really sturdy. They have little rubberized bottoms also. Now look at that table, 21 glorious inches. It's fantastic. Now I want to give you a tour of the speed and the power between the two machines. If you are new and starting out, it might freak you out to have a semi-industrial machine. It just might be too fast and too powerful. You might prefer just a basic home sewing machine where you're learning the basics, you're guiding your fabric to get that straight line, and a little bit slower and less powerful is comfortable for you. I get that. Absolutely, a great machine to start with. If you're not afraid, hey, I have no problem, absolutely, then you'll love a semi-industrial machine with a powerful motor that can go fast. By the way, this example is with batting and quilt fabric, just to let you know that you can indeed sew through both of these on a home machine and do a quilt. When I'm finished, I manually lift the lever. My threads are still attached to the project and to the machine, and I must clip them. You can hear the power of the speed, and my hands are free because of the automatic thread cutter. I use the leg lift so my hands are free again, and then I just pull my project out. Just because this is a manual machine doesn't mean that a computerized is going to be that much bigger or that much smaller. They're about the same, so it's mostly about, at that point, the category of a simple basic home machine or a semi-industrial where you're going to generally get more space. The measurement is from the needle to the body of the machine. If you plan to do your own quilt top, I put an example in the machine to show you what space you're working with and that it can be done. It's just a little tight. The semi-industrial machines in general, whether it's Juki or another brand, are about 8.5 inches from the needle to the body. I think maybe there are a few that are a little bit bigger, but in general about 8.5. So here with the semi-industrial, I've rolled up a quilt to give you an example of space. The roll is tighter. The table's quite big and can offer a lot of support, so it maintains that roll. But they do sell extension tables in the US. I wouldn't get too worried if your extension table is small. That's something you can buy in addition to your machine. Thank you so much for joining me today on this mini tour of my 2 sewing machines. I hope this tour has been helpful to you. Don't forget to subscribe and see you again soon. Ciao.